Hi, this is Cobflaith. I'm from North Shield. I will sing 3 of my Norman songs for you. This is Power. The disturbance in the sky portended trouble. The confessor left the land without an heir. So much blood was savage spilled between these men who all were kin. Deeper than the bond of blood runs power. In the absence of a clear successor, Harold Godwinson was chosen to be king. His brother Tostig cried dissent, and with Norway's monarch went to slaughter Englishmen at Fulford. Let us sing. The disturbance in the sky portended trouble. The confessor left the land without an heir. So much blood was savage spilled between these men who all were kin. Deeper than the bond of blood runs power. And 5 days more at Stamford Bridge, another battle. Harold Saxon's triumphed and his foes were slain. With only William left to fight, King Harold marched south with his might, gathering forces as he went, joined the refrain. The disturbance in the sky portended trouble. The confessor left the land without an heir. So much blood was savage spilled between these men who all were kin. Deeper than the bond of blood runs power. It said at 9 a.m. the Hastings battle started. Between 2 hills, a land blessed well with trees. The English shield wall on high ground, Duke William's archers did confound. The Normans failed to break through, sing with me. The disturbance in the sky portended trouble. The confessor left the land without an heir. So much blood was savage spilled between these men who all were kin. Deeper than the bond of blood runs power. When the Normans turned to flee, the English followed. Their arrogance rewarded swiftly when they turned. The English died in their pursuit. Not once but twice they thought it truth. Shot through the eye, King Harold died. What have we learned? The disturbance in the sky portended trouble. The confessor left the land without an heir. So much blood was savage spilled between these men who all were kin. Deeper than the bond of blood runs power. The conqueror is what we call King William, who invaded English soil to slay his kin. With untold thousands lives he paid, for the throne he won that day. We feel his power, yet in our lives sing again. The disturbance in the sky portended trouble. The confessor left the land without an heir. So much blood was savage spilled between these men who all were kin. Deeper than the bond of blood runs power. Deeper than the bond of blood runs power. Thank you. This next one is called King's Daughter, King's Sister, King's Mother. The king's daughter, she married me, as was her duty. 15 and still blooming in the flower of her youth. 20 years senior I was heir to my father's line, and in his name already ruling our lands. The princess was countess ere 10 years had passed. The king's sister she was then, her father had met his end. Our family grew richer with daughters and sons. The Holy Land called my name for glory, faith, wealth, and fame. For 4 years I led men to die in the sands. I feared the siege fruitless, I returned to France. The king's sister felt my disgrace, desire that I save my face. My dear wife, so honorable, pious, and wise, I could not bear to shame her so. To Palestine I did go. That crusade was won ere my company arrived. I remained for the battle of Ramla and died. The king's sister, my lady, I prayed she forgave me. My last thoughts were for her and the child in her womb. In this strange land far from home, a life at last worth a poem. My eyes lost my light, and I called forth her voice, if only to scold me, lament not my choice. The king's mother was canonized some years after her demise. After many moons ruling, all I left behind, my children and my lands all prospered in her hands. She saw our son crowned ere she went to our Lord, a saint and an angel, king's daughter, king's sister, king's mother, no more. Thank you. This is Matilda, 1140. The throne is mine, my living brothers are all bastards. The throne is mine, the noble swore to it twice. If Stephen the oath-breaker thinks he's safe, he's not, for the throne is mine, the throne is mine. At 8 years old, a queen, I made Germany my home, with 20,000 silver marks to help Heinrich subdue Rome. The Pope made him emperor with unwilling hands. In 4 years we were wed. In 15 Heinrich was dead. My brother William, 5 years earlier, King Henry's chosen heir, had drowned crossing the channel, too much wine the culprit there. I went home a widow, father's new wife bore no sons, and all the nobles fought to be the first to swear I was the one. The throne is mine, my living brothers are all bastards. The throne is mine, the nobles swore to it twice. If Stephen the oath-breaker thinks he's safe, he's not, for the throne is mine, the throne is mine. To strengthen our borders to the south of Normandy, I must wed the heir to Anjou, my royal father had decreed. A 15-year-old peacock was never my choice. I'm a woman who has ruled, yet I seem to have no voice. After years of estrangement and father's maneuvering, the nobles swore again support for my right to succeed the king. I rejoined my husband and bore 2 healthy sons, but father still refused to give my husband castles he had won. The throne is mine, my living brothers are all bastards. The throne is mine, the nobles swore to it twice. If Stephen the oath-breaker thinks he's safe, he's not, for the throne is mine, the throne is mine. I was far away in Anjou when I heard the king was dead. My cousin Stephen seized the treasury, put the crown upon his head. I took the castles, denied us, but had to stop to bear a son. By the time I had recovered, Stephen's treachery was done. I got a foothold in my country, where brother Robert joined my quest. After 5 years of battle, the pretender we did best. The Lady of England was the title given me, as Stephen rotted in his chains. I proclaimed my sovereignty. The throne is mine, my living brothers are all bastards. The throne is mine, the nobles swore to it twice. If Stephen the oath-breaker thinks he's safe, he's not, for the throne is mine, the throne is mine. In 2 years' time, my mother, the great Matilda, was betrayed. She fled to safety with her knights, and Stephen once more king was made. But she never gave up, and she fought anew for me, and she raised me up a warrior to defeat our enemy. We claimed Normandy as ours and closed in on Stephen's men. Stephen feared our might, so a treaty he did pen. He remained king until death, as we allowed. Then after 19 years of bloodshed, King of England I was crowned. The throne is mine, my mother fought for our birthright. The throne is mine, that's why I shall be known as Henry Fitz Empress, son of the great Matilda. The throne is mine, the throne is mine, the throne is mine, the throne is mine! Thank you.